Hi everyone, how you all doing? Well, Donald Trump, eh? Never a dull moment with Mr. Trump, is there? But when he says he's going to do something, he does it. Right or wrong, whether it's a lawless act. But if it was a lawless act, I suppose that would be in keeping with what maybe some people, including myself, have been thinking for a long time. That when he first got into power, he'll do great things, but eventually he will start doing lawless acts. Like the man of lawlessness would. If, of course, the man of lawlessness is an individual person and not a collective group. But anyway, with Trump, what you see is what you get. No other president in history would have the kind of balls that he's got. Well, I think what's likely to happen is I kind of agree with most of the experts up to now. I think that the remaining ones in Maduro's hierarchy of control, they will probably try and stay in power for a bit. But if the will of the people was 90% against Maduro, then I just don't think that they will have enough to keep everyone on side. So I would kind of suggest that maybe there'll be some celebrations in Venezuela at the moment as people wake up to the news and everything, because it happened in the early hours of the morning, didn't it? Apparently. So now they'll be waking up, and maybe some will try to celebrate, but there'll be some of Maduro's men that'll be watching out for those celebrations, and it could punish those that are celebrating what Trump has just done. But it's got mixed reactions. Maybe it needed to be done. It wasn't a nice person, was he, Maduro? What you call an illegitimate leader. Shouldn't really have won, should he? Because statistics say it was a landslide for the others during that particular election. But he just stayed in power and used oppression against his people. I'll tell you what, it's such an exciting time at the moment. You really just don't know, do you, what's going to happen? I need to blow my nose. I can see that it's running a bit there. That's the only thing when you do 4K. It shows up all your blemishes. So I'm just going to keep an eye on the news today and see whether Trump makes an announcement, comes before the world's press, and lets people know what's going to happen from here on. But yeah, Maduro and his wife will face American justice in an American court, and their crimes will be laid before the courts. There's no death penalty, though, is there? They're not likely to be sent to a death penalty. So, though, if they're found guilty, they'll just go to penitentiary, spend the rest of their time in a prison. But what I don't understand is, with Saddam Hussein, they hung him, didn't they? They hung Saddam Hussein. Why wouldn't they do that with Maduro? Because hasn't he done crimes against humanity during his drug trafficking and human trafficking days? So why wouldn't they hang him the same as Saddam Hussein? I don't get it. Why should he just stay in a sort of a luxury prison until he's too old to make any difference in his political life? I don't know. I don't get it. Anyway, someone might be explaining that to me, why Saddam Hussein was hung and Maduro is probably likely just to go to prison. Come on, you guys. You know what you're talking about. I'll see you.